I don't know anything about Discord actually, like at all. We
Oh,
should get
yeah,
a
I do.
we should make a like a stream channel or something like
Yeah.
that.
I really doubt Diesel's gonna go raw.
I don't know him at all, man. I mean, what does he even play?
Mm, ISIS. My opinion is that Atlantean is the strongest Civ right now, actually. Like in this new patch, I think they got overbuffed.
Oh, what are their horses called that they give? That
uh,
like
I'm
is
not
that what
sure, but their onagers really make them, like, to me, like a stronger version of Greek. Their villagers build insanely fast. They have those tree units that like don't cost any population. They have probably the strongest god powers in the game. The way I want to do the tournament though is that if you win your match, you have to pick a different god the next time.
I like that.
I
That's
think I think it just adds diversity. Like
yeah,
nobody wants to see Isis versus Zeus every game.
yeah.
I think I'm pretty blunt usually. I think Salt Life will win. I'm just gonna predict 2-1. That's my prediction.
Yeah, I'll have to see how it goes.
If Diesel wins, I won't be surprised either though.
The other thing, at least for these preliminary,
Better for
I
Raw.
I could see just doing like a best of 3 instead of, because I mean best of 5 for like just placements is kind of over the top because that's a lot of game span. Because like how many people are on the list?
I don't know. I just think it'd be. I don't think it'll be a problem. Everybody just playing each other because there's only like. Yeah, I kind of see what you're saying. We'll see what
Because
happens.
well, it's a potential of 5 games. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So um like
I just think it'd be fun to stretch it out, just because like it would kind of keep the game alive for a while, and it'd just be fun seeing everybody play each other.
yeah, it's I mean
It's more just to get games than for the tournament, to be honest.
yeah.
Because I mean, if we just did a single elimination tournament, boom, we play 4 games, it's done. You know. I kind of like seeing everyone play everyone. It's just kind of interesting.
Yeah. Oh man,
What
I
are
know
these
the
god
Chinese.
choices? Shinong?
I don't know the Chinese at all.
Well, out
So
of all the ones he could pick, Shinong seems a little strange. It's I don't know why it's loading so slow. Uh, well, what's diesel log? There we go. All right. I'm glad that the town centers are in front, or else we'd have like a 40-minute game. Because I really don't like Oasis when it's back TCs. Oasis back town centers is pretty much guaranteed to be like an hour-long game. Diesel's going hard for his third, which I like to do the same thing. The one thing I haven't figured out yet as Chinese is how quickly should you get your gardens up.
yeah, I mean they're a lot like monuments. So
Well, and they give you population.
oh
Well, actually no, only Nuwa gives you population. I also kind of like what he did here. Like, instead of building villagers, he made these immortals to harass early on. I don't know
yeah,
what's better. Like, if you would want more on Oasis, I think it's so big. I would probably go for the villagers, but on a smaller map, I'd probably go for immortals. But we'll see.
I mean what are you really gonna
I like how he completely blocked off that whole northern
middle
part of the
section?
map. Yeah,
Yeah,
my friend wants me to play Siege, but
some
I don't want
harassment.
to play right
He's
now.
about to kill a citizen. Nope.
Here's the thing with alright, I want you to watch how quickly Addy's TCs go up compared to the Chinese player. This is why I think Atlantean is the strongest Civ.
Yeah,
Atlantean's TCs are going to go up so much faster. Because the build time is just so much quicker than his villagers. I think if you're playing it, if you're playing Atlantean, I think you have to harass their back TC right off the bat, or they're gonna get it up insanely fast. Yeah.
Salt is getting harassed pretty hard right now. He
is.
Back fast, but...
Yeah. The problem with Diesel, he's not gonna get this town center up because he's gonna send those birds. He did the same thing to me. Those birds can be a real pain in the ass.
Yeah.
I don't think he's not gonna get the tower up in time. Diesel's really got to stop Salt Life from getting his third up, because he's already got his back one up, so it's 2-1 already. And at least he got the tower up. That helps a little bit. Probably should have walled off at the start of the game. Yeah, he's gonna get. I think he's gonna get that TC up. But
oh, you're right, man. That is crazy.
Yeah. And the thing is, he's gonna get those 3 TCs up, and eventually he's gonna get Vortex, and it's gonna be really hard to deal with. But you never know. He's wasting these units, these Chinese units.
Yeah.
I don't really know what he's doing with them. He's definitely going to need some castle units. The barracks units of the Chinese by themselves really aren't enough. The strongest units are definitely the castle units.
Yeah.
Well, he's going to... Well, I mean, it's 3-3 TC, so you never know what's going to happen. I don't know what he's doing with these halberdiers. But, yeah, Diesel's got a nice build here. Like, I would say... This game's well, I mean, Salt Life has taken a corner, and Diesel hasn't taken a corner yet. So that on Oasis in particular, I've noticed a lot of times games come down to who can secure a trade route. Because this is probably the easiest map to secure town centers on, but securing the corners a lot of times is what the game comes down to. And it looks like Salt Life is already trying to secure both corners. You see, I really think probably the most underrated god power on the game are these trees units the Atlantean has, because they don't cost any population. It's such a game changer.
Yeah, I mean, because they would be at least like a 3-pop unit, and you can make 5 of them.
They're like myth units, but they're free and they build instantly, and they're actually pretty cheap. I do like that he's making a lot of Fire Lancers. These units are really strong. Naka told me he thinks they're a little bit overpowered.
Yeah.
Because their range is really high. Interestingly enough, though, they can't attack up close at all.
Huh.
They can only attack from far range. But they're a really good backline to an army. I really think what's going to determine this game is which player, if they can both secure a corner, I think it's going to be a long game. But if one player can take both corners, I think that player is going to win the game. Because I don't see this front right here. I think it's just going to be a tie.
Yeah, I think it's looking pretty rough for Diesel right now.
Yeah. Well, you see those 4 trees that I was talking about? Like, you see how much the battle changes when they get on the battlefield?
Yeah.
They're tanks. Like every single one has 275 hit points. And this is, I mean, this is just, the vortex is just so hard to deal with.
Yeah.
What I think, yeah, alright, I like Diesel's putting all his siege to take the buildings up, because he has nothing to kill them with. But he's got to deal with this army. Oh, that's actually a pretty nice use of an Earth Dragon. I do like that.
What is its range? How far can it
Pretty far. And what most people do, you don't want to attack the Earth Dragon. You want to basically ignore it. It's gonna kill your units, but it's really tanky and it goes away on its own after a while. But it's really strong. I would actually say it's probably stronger than Inferno. You know, we're talking about Salt Life a lot here, but honestly, Diesel probably, he might honestly have the upper hand here. Let's see the resources. Yep, Diesel's economy is looking a lot better. He's got to get that town center up quick.
He's not. Oh, I guess he is making villagers now.
Yeah, I don't agree with. Yeah, I think Salt Life's stolen way too many units here.
I don't know. Salt Life has way more villagers. He has a way
Yeah.
more economy.
Diesel has more resources in the bank, but Salt Life has more economy. So it really just depends. You know, I really don't think that. I think that Vortex hurt him more than it helped him, actually. Because he lost his whole army, and that town center is about to get built, like, right again.
Yeah.
One thing Nakamura mentioned to me is one of the Chinese miner guides make villagers build, like, twice as fast. I really want to try to test that out, I think. It's the one where, if I remember correctly, you know the god power that makes your units faster?
Yeah.
That same miner god makes your villagers build quicker, which I think could really be a... I'm kind of interested in trying that out. Yep, looks like Diesel took a corner. Oh, and I like how Diesel's going for Salt Life's corner instead of going for the flank here. I mean the front. I think it's also going to force him to use a vortex to stop this, so he's only going to have one left. Yeah, I'm actually surprised here. Diesel's playing this really well. I think he's playing it better than I could.
Yeah.
These players right now, this is honestly really solid gameplay. Like, for them not playing for so long.
They're doing all the right moves.
Yep, see? He forced a vortex here.
Oh, that's not a good use of vortex.
Yeah, I kind of had a feeling. I would retreat my whole army now. He just wasted a vortex. Yeah, I think that was a waste.
Especially, he was pushing that center town center.
Yeah. I don't think anyone's going to win this push in the middle. I think it's going to come down to securing the sides.
I mean, at least positionally, I think the Aranos is in a way better spot because that town center.
Yeah, for red is closer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he can wall that shortest section right there, I mean, he can.
Yeah. He's got his fire lancers there. I think these fire lancers are basically Gastrophedes with lower population costs.
Yeah.
And he's really spamming them, which I like, because I think they're definitely they're pretty overpowered. I think, like, you can see how quick they're just mowing down units. I'm gonna look at the I want to see the units killed. Diesel is actually up, and that by about 40. I think that's probably because of the vortex. I'm telling you though, that Earth Dragon God Power I was talking about earlier, I think that's really going to change the game when he decides to use it.
Yeah.
Because if you're trying to push, you can put that Earth Dragon right in the middle of your push, and it's just like a meat shield.
How many of those do you get?
3. You get 3 of them.
Okay.
It's really strong. Honestly, watching Diesel play, I'm really considering going for that God Power. And based on the score, he has about a 2,000 advantage, meaning...
Yeah?
Yeah, up, and if you look at the Aranas player, he has like 150 gold. I'm telling you, if Diesel can cut his trade-off right here, fully commit to the corner, I think it's over.
Salt, he just needs to move some of these villagers. I mean,
Yeah.
Got a gold mine, right?
Yeah. I feel like Supremacy players like you that are really good at Supremacy look at the resource aspect like completely differently.
Yeah.
That's one thing I've noticed. Like you guys are way better at like you're probably keep way more of a note of where the gold mines are, like how to maximize your resources.
Yeah,
See,
I mean, you can. I mean, especially with Atlantic, you can just make bulk moves. You can just like grab all your wood guys and just like
yeah.
click on a gold mine.
Like see right now he got that tree. He should immediately just make 3 of those tree guys. Like
yeah. Oh
like
yeah.
every time you get that, I always try to take advantage of it. And if you
It's actually
can,
a terrible position.
it's kind of like the Norse healing spring when you take it, how you can kind of use it. It's so nice when you can secure one of those. Yeah, I actually think this game's gonna end pretty soon. Here's how we're gonna find out if these things are overpowered. Look in the bottom right. These units should counter the fire lancers, right? Let's see if they win. Oh, okay, he's not gonna engage. I don't think Thermas are really good deathmatch units anyway, though. Like, they're kind of like Peltas. Like,
Yeah.
I don't really ever. I really just think he should take this corner.
Well, I mean, those fire lances, they do get a bonus for archers.
God, he is really massing those things. Like,
Yeah.
I really think this last push in this corner with these fire lancers is gonna end it.
I mean, he needs to start hitting buildings with this. Like, what?
Yeah.
Trying...
I think, I don't know, sometimes what I try to do is, like, if I have a chance to kill units, I always kill the units, because I know he's going to have to rebuild those. So you're kind of killing their economy in a different way when you kill their units. But I think right now it's time to go for the kill. I do agree with kind of what he's doing. He's kind of killing these horses. But I think this is going to be the final push. I think it's over after this. I would actually probably use the Earth Dragon in the middle of his trade route right here and really try to solidify the. Because if you look at it, does Blue have any gold miners? One that I see.
Yeah. He's got 12 somewhere.
Oh. Oh yeah. Okay, he does.
Yeah.
But if you look how many caravans he has, I think. Let's see, what did he use? Oh, he's Shockwave. That doesn't really do. See, why is he retreating? I don't get this.
Yeah, I don't.
I really don't get this at all. He's definitely gonna regret that. Every time he retreats, he lets Blue get back in the game. It's easy for us to say that though, because he's actually in the game. But like, I don't get him retreating. I think he honestly could have ended the game there.
I do like. I hope he pushes these guys up the middle.
Yeah.
They just
Because
destroy buildings.
Blue has really stockpiled an economy now.
Yeah.
This is actually a completely even game now. I think Red had his moments to end it. I just don't think he capitalized on it. I'm sure he's winning units killed by a ton, but the gold from trade is just, it's 36,000 to 22,000 in terms of gold.
He's just mowing these buildings down.
Oh, with the fire lancers?
In the middle, look at all that.
Yeah, the fire lancers are insane.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they're really, really strong units. You know what the crazy part is? They cost 2 population.
That's cheating.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
Well, here's the thing about Extended Edition right now. Literally everything is overpowered. Like, you might say that's overpowered, but at the same time, every civilization...
Fuck, dude,
I know how strong they are. They're insane.
Oh, Jesus.
But, like, every civilization is strong. Like, ISIS is still strong as fuck. Honestly, oddly, the funny thing is, Greek might be the most underpowered civilization right now.
Why?
Because I just think every other civ is just so good right now. Oh, this is actually really interesting. They're both going to trade town centers, but I think that was a mistake. I don't agree with that.
Yeah, Soul Life doesn't have that big of an army.
I do not agree with that at all. I think, yep, town center. He should knock all these mirror towers out, all the towers out of the way completely. I would focus fire on all of the towers right now.
Yeah.
Especially the mirror towers. I wouldn't even focus on the barracks at all. I'd just go for the towers. Although, to be fair, he doesn't really have barracks anywhere else. So if he can kill the production facilities, he's not going to be able to make another army. Yeah, that was a huge mistake.
Yeah, Soul Life's done.
He's done. That was a terrible mistake. But it's first to 3, so I mean he still has a chance to come back. But I don't see any way he could possibly. I would build trees from that. Diesel. You see that Earth Dragon? You see how strong it is? It's still there. Like, it's still there, just fucking units up. Doing whatever it wants to do. Like, I think that's a really strong god power.
Yeah, I didn't realize the Chinese was that strong.
Yeah.
He did lose his back DC, but it's just like, there's a, like...
But dude, at the same time, Thor is really strong too. Have you seen Thor?
What?
Thor's ballistas are like are really good against buildings now.
Yeah.
It's like, it's really interesting to see like the picks. Because I mean, Shinong, like I've never even seen anyone really use them, and here they are. We're saying they're overpowered. But like the next game, ISIS might destroy them.
How do you counter?
Well, the games I've seen, like, I don't know. I've seen every Civ beat every Civ. I do agree the Fire Lances are overpowered. But the thing is, it takes a while to mass them up. The War Chariots are actually pretty strong too. The castle units in particular. Yeah, this game's over. And this really sucked for Salt Life because his best Civ's Atlantean.
Yeah.
That was like his most confident pick going in. And I think Diesel, this was probably like kind of mid of the line for him. I think next Salt Life's going to go ISIS though, and I'm really curious to see. Or no, never mind. Diesel has to change. So yeah. I think Diesel's going to go ISIS next. I mean, honestly, he might as well resign. Like, I'm not the type of person that likes playing. I don't know about you, but it kind of kills my morale the more I play. I want to just get it out of my system. Like, get on to the next game. This little small raid at the bottom right, if he notices, isn't gonna... I mean, that's the potential to get a TC, but even then, it isn't gonna matter. Oh, oh wow, sneaky.
I mean,
it's still though, like, what's he gonna do with it? He hasn't stopped these Fire Lancers all game. That's been the main difference. Does he have a? And nope, he's out of Earth Dragons, so he's gonna get it. Man, he's really got. Diesel's getting a little sloppy here. Yeah, I mean, he's still likely, like, I can't see him how he could possibly lose, but he is getting a little sloppy. He's lost 2 town centers from just not... See, this is like, what do you think is better here? Killing the destroyers with your villagers or repairing? I kind of think killing them is better, right?
Killing for sure.
Yeah. Or maybe get a few to repair, the rest to kill. I usually like just straight up killing them as fast as I can. Targeting the weak ones, because at the rate you're repairing it, they're destroying it way faster. It's let's see. Yeah. Don't see. Oh, and he lost the front. I mean, to be fair, he's really, you know, giving his best effort to come back, but I don't.
Yeah.
It's just not. Unless this would probably be the biggest comeback I've ever seen in a video game if he came back from this. Oh god, he actually stopped that town center in the middle from coming up. But you know, the ironic part is if he attacked from multiple fronts like this earlier on in the game, who knows what would have happened. Like, I kind of like what he's doing now, but it's just too late. Like, he's hitting from multiple fronts. Diesel's got some idle villagers at that top TC that should be building. There we go. Here's more destroyers. Do you still play on Voobly at all? Or anything?
No.
Yeah. Who do you think was the best Supremacy player? Was it Magyar or was it Magic? Those are the two guys, right?
Yeah. Magyar was a long time ago.
Do you think Magic would have beaten him? Like, do you think Magic kind of surpassed him?
I mean, it's hard to say.
Or Mista was also really good. Those are kind of the three, right?
Yeah. I mean, back in the day, there was that
Cyclone.
Yeah.
When I played in ESO, when I always looked at Supremacy, it was always Cyclone that was number one. But I'm sure his outplay is way outdated by now. But that's who I always saw as number one, was Cyclone, and I think he used Arenos.
Yeah, I remember him. He played Oranos, right?
Yeah. And Army Corps had a really solid Arenos, right?
Yeah, but he was also one of the later guys, I think.
Yeah.
But I know Skipper was a really, he was like an insane ISIS player.
Mm. Do you think ISIS has the most potential in Supremacy? Like, I mean original AOM, not the patches now.
I mean, ISIS was always really good.
Yeah. Yeah. Diesel actually really impressed me there. I'm really curious to see who he goes with next.
Yeah.
We'll see. I think he's gonna go ISIS. Okay. It's hosted.